Well, hello everyone. So yesterday I went through and I said that I was going to show you how to do some more customizations. And one of the things that keeps coming up is how do I create one of these tabs up here and make it so that I can get to the tools that I use all the time more easily? Well, the way to do that is to find any one of these right click in any of these white spaces in any tab and hit customize ribbon. This gives me a access to the configuration customization ribbon, and notice what it's putting it to. It's in this personal.dgnlib. So when I create one of these, it's going to be for me only. If I want to create one for a lot of people, what I'd have to do is add the dgnlib uh, to a configuration variable called dgnliblist or GUI dgnliblist, and then when I have it in there, it will allow me to edit one that I can distribute to a bunch of people. But if I'm just customizing my own, let's do that now. I can create a new tab up here by hitting this button, or a new workflow up here by hitting this button. But what I really want to do, yeah, I'm going to hit that. And a workflow is, let's just call this my workflow. And then once I get to that, then I can create me a new tab. And in there, I can create a new tab, which is called, well, actually, if I didn't want to do that, what I'd probably want it is available whenever I'm in this drawing workflow. So I'm going to get rid of this. Don't need it, so I'm going to delete it. I'm going to start fresh by starting in the drawing workflow and then adding to that. And down here, I can put in my tab, or call it whatever you want. And when I hit apply, what you'll notice is that since there's nothing in there, nothing comes up. So I'm going to come back down to my tab, and I'm going to create a new group in there. And maybe this is my buttons. And you can name that whatever you want. And if I hit apply, nothing still will show up because there are no tools in there that you can actually use. So I'm going to come down to my buttons. And now I got to the tools where I can actually add a new button. Or if I didn't want to create one for myself, I can, here, I'm going to remove that one. I can come over here to the buttons and find the tools that I use most often. So maybe, what do I like to use? Maybe I like to use, oh, what is that one called? If I come over here to utilities, coordinate system, that's one that's very important, especially if you're working with civil files, to know what coordinate system you're in and setting that up before you work. So let's see if I can find it. CO coordinate system. There we go. And I add that to my buttons. Now when I hit apply, notice that I have my tab, and here's the coordinate system. Maybe there's some other things that I like to have readily available to me, like annotation scale. Oh, where's that one gonna be? That one's probably a little bit harder to find because I'm gonna have to come into panels or groups and find which group it's in, which is under utilities and drawing scale. So if I can find a drawing scale group under here, then I can add that to my buttons and hit apply, and let's see what happens. So I come back to my tab. Now look at, I can quickly get to the annotation scale. I can quickly set my coordinate system. So things are getting a lot easier for me. The other thing I can do is switch my model to feet and inches. But what am I missing here? I'm missing the ability to switch between feet and inches and using survey master units and subunits. But I have this button up here for design file settings, so if I wanted to get to architectural scales, I could quickly jump over there by just changing a few of these items on my model. So now I'm feet and inches, and then I don't need the 1 inch equals 50 feet. I can jump over here and reset it maybe 1/8 inch equals a foot. So my settings change real quickly just by having access to the settings on my file and customizing my own tab and ribbon and making my life easy. Then if there's other things that I use all the time, I can come through, either find a button or a tab or a panel and put them in there. But have fun and try to figure out what things you use the most and customize your own ribbon to give you quick access to those things that you're always changing. See you again tomorrow. Bye.